So we're going to pray to a statue of a baby dressed like a king, asking him for money? That and more in this episode of the Wallet Win Podcast. Hey, Jonathan here with the Wallet Win Podcast. We're doing something a little bit different this week. 2022, this is new. Let's do it. So you might be watching me on video, which is pretty cool. You'll notice the background isn't that exciting. The studio is not ready yet, but hey, we're going to start this. We're going to do it because we just couldn't wait. We got this idea literally today and had to shift around all these other ideas and plans and episodes of the podcast so we could do this and do it now, do it right away. And I'm so excited. So I'm just going to tell you. So we are staging the Infant of Prague takeover of the Wallet Win Podcast for the next, depending when you hear this, 9 or 10 days or so. And what is that? What's the deal here? So we were having a meeting, Wallet Win meeting today, and it was like the meeting was done, man. We were done, and then just somebody at the end just throws out like, "Hey, Infant of Prague novena starts on Wednesday." And all at once, just everything was just blowing up in my brain. And all these thoughts were rushing in. And I thought, what? We got to do this. And so that's kind of the end. The end result is this Infant of Prague novena takeover and getting everybody involved. And you can get details. You can sign up at walletwin.com/infant. walletwin.com/infant. It's Infant of Prague. And so maybe you know what all those things I just said are and why I would be saying them. And you're like, oh yeah, this sounds cool. I'm in. Great. Sign up. If you have some question marks, that's totally fine, acceptable, and probably expected. And I'm going to try to fill some of those in. I've got some links in the show notes that are really going to help fill in some of those details. I'm going to give you like a really quick version of what's going on here. So what is the Infant of Prague? It's this small wooden and wax statue of the child Jesus dressed up like a little king. So maybe you've seen a picture of this guy or seen kind of a something inspired by him somewhere else, but it's this baby, I guess, like standing up straight, like it's an adult, with a big old crown on its head and these like huge flowy robes, like kingly robes. And it's Jesus. And it's this idea of, obviously he never tottered around St. Joseph's workshop in those clothes. But the idea is it's this image to help us focus our thoughts and focus our prayers of seeing Jesus is the king of everything, where he's holding this little globe in his hand to show that like he's in charge of it all. And that he had all of that kingship, all of that power, all of that majesty, even as a child, even as a babe. In all of those mysteries and mind-blowing things of the incarnation of God made man at Christmas and what's going on there, and just wrapping that all up and reminding us that, right, it was gold and frankincense and myrrh, and the gold was the sign because that was the gift, is because he was the king. And it helps us understand that part of it more to focus our prayers. So that's Infant of Prague. And then you can get the whole history, and this statue is handed down and given to this person, given those people in this monastery, and blah, blah, blah. It's really interesting stuff. Definitely check it out. But people will pray, we'll say to the Infant of Prague. It's a statue. Nobody's praying to a statue. We're praying to Jesus, the King. Maybe we're imagining him as a little child. And you can do that. You can pray to a child Jesus and use that image. Jesus, the King. Why not put them together? So we're praying to this. We're praying to Jesus through this idea of the Infant of Prague. And people will pray, and I'm just going to say two because it's easier to say that. People pray to the Infant of Prague for, a lot of times, financial needs. Why? I mean, some of these things are a little more clear-cut, but over the centuries, things just kind of develop. And I think this one developed, the monastery was initially given to, like, they couldn't even eat. They had, like, nothing. And then the princess, seriously a princess, gave them this statue and was like, if you venerate it, you're never going to be in want. And they prayed, and they weren't in want. And then later, all these, invaders and conquerors and all this stuff has happened. And then over time, things get forgotten or whatever. But anyway, it kind of starts back up again. And when they bring out the statue, its hands are broken off. And this dude hears a voice, not like the thing was talking. His lips were moving and they didn't come alive. But he heard this voice, and it said something. It said, like, if you pity me, I will have pity on you. Like, give me my hands back, and then you'll have peace. And the more you honor me, the more I'll bless you. And that's it, right? It's this, to honor our Lord, and blessings will flow. And so, anyway, so he needed money to fix the thing, and they and prayed for it, and what do you know? The money came to fix it. And so it's like it kind of got this reputation, I guess. And over time, people prayed for all sorts of different needs, with this idea, with this image of the Infant of Prague. And I've had prayers answered. And a number of them have been financial needs, because that's a pretty common need. Money touches so much. And that's why we talk about it here at Wallen. It touches so much of your life and so many of your relationships and so many aspects of just being alive. And so, yeah, financial needs come up a good bit. And, well, the Infant of Prague has a history here, is notorious for helping folks with financial needs. And so we're going to do a novena. And I thought we could do a novena. I could do a novena for some people and never tell them. And then I had all these explosions in my brain. I thought, let's get everybody in on this. I just saw all these people coming together to pray this thing, and just seeing the blessings exploding all over the world, even. So we're doing mini tiny bonus episodes. The prayer, we're not praying 9 days straight here. It's a couple minutes, a couple short prayers every day for 9 days, leading up to like the feast that you celebrate the little Infant of Prague on, which is the 14th. So we're starting on Wednesday the 5th. So probably tomorrow, if you're listening when this comes out. So we're gonna have these mini episodes every day. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have like notifications turned on for our show in your podcast app, or if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, you click subscribe, smash the like button, and click the bell for notifications. But really, do all those. Because we're going to be doing these little prayers and inviting you to pray with us. And I want to pray with you. I want you to join me here when we're doing these prayers. And there's going to be times where, where we'll say it together and we'll pause and you can say what you are praying for in particular. And we'll walk you through the novena process, if that's maybe something that's new for you. But I want to do this together. So you can get reminders. You can get info at walletwin.com/infant. To get those reminders and get on the email. We'll send you an email every day reminding you with the prayers in it. It's easy stuff, but it can be really powerful, right? It's simple, but it's big. Simple, but it's powerful. So I want to invite you into this with us, because I just have this feeling that we shifted around all these plans, moved stuff around, and I'm recording here at night to publish tomorrow morning to get this going, because I just feel it, that there are people out there, maybe it's you, who need this, who need these prayers right now, who are having a hard time, or somebody who's having a hard time, you can offer up the prayers for them. And you might not even know this is a thing. So I want to tell you it's a thing, and I want to invite you to the thing, and I want to hold your hand while we're doing the thing, because I want you to do the thing. I want these prayers to be said, because I know the power that is in prayer. I know this act of faith. We're praying these prayers over 9 days. We're going to see some cool stuff happen. We're going to see stuff happen in our hearts. We're going to move towards the Lord, and we're going to be surprised, right? We're going to open ourselves up in prayerful, loving, joyful expectation, in confidence in the God who loves us and wants to take care of our every need. Is it our every want? No. It's our every need, and probably even some wants. Man, he loves us. Why wouldn't he give us some good things? Why wouldn't he help his children be happy? And he knows us better than we know ourselves. So we're going to be doing this prayer. Join us. walletwin.com/infant to get on the list of getting those daily reminders. And you can join us also here in the podcast and the on video. So I'll see you next time. We'll be praying, and I'll see you soon.